Okay, so how do you borrow a flash loan and use it to do liquidity mining trading, like in the case of the one that we just described in the previous section of this video? Now, let's assume that you bet that the price of an asset like cryptocurrency is going to drop, and there's something you can use to do that, which is the cryptocurrency market index. If you want to know more on how to read this cryptocurrency market index that you are seeing on the chart right now, there's going to be a link down here that you can click on it to watch the previous video I recorded on how to make use of this market index to buy different cryptocurrencies. So now this is a overview of the overall cryptocurrency index. So now you can come down here. Currently now we see that the cryptocurrency market index is dropping right now, so it means crypto market is down at the moment, and whenever crypto market is down, all cryptocurrencies used to fall, and whenever it's up, all cryptocurrencies goes up. That's the way cryptocurrencies work. So the majority, it follows the majority trend, so that's how it is. So now we have some conditions to know when this market is about to turn bearish or bullish, or when crypto turns greens. If you open your exchange, like your centralized exchange app, you will see that if you navigate to the market section, it's going to be green, 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 or it's going to be red, red, red throughout. So that is when the market is down or the market is up. So now we have that indicator, which is the heartbeats of the markets, the cryptocurrency market index here, to tell us when to buy and when to sell. And that is when we want to act using our flash loan to add liquidity to Aave, and then wait for the position time that we are going to exit the position. I'm going to quickly show you how to do this. And also, if you navigate to agoclient.com, link is going to be in the description. Then under services, you can see this flash loan yield farming bot, and this does exactly what I am going to explain to you right away. So let's kickstart to the overview of what we are going to do right away. Remember, we explained about the flash loan on how it works. Imagine you expect that from your market index that you got, that the price of cryptocurrencies is going to drop once you get the market index right away. Let's assume so. Now you want to short an asset in that case. So this is how we do it with liquidity mining. Remember, we discussed about adding collateral to Aave and earning APY, and also borrowing from Aave. Now Aave also provide a flash loan in which we can borrow any amount of cryptocurrency as long as we pay it in the same transaction. So what happens right here is that we have a flash loan contract right here that's we are going to pay a fee of 0.05% of the amounts that we borrow. So now you are going to borrow a flash loan, for example 30 USDC. Remember, we added 30 USDC to our lending protocol. So currently now, when I added these funds, I use my 30 USDC to add to it, but you can borrow the 30 USDT from a flash loan provider like Aave, Balancer, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, or any of the flash loan providers. Now we are going to borrow from a flash loan. Let's just call it flash loaning. So we are going to flash loan 30 USDC from this flash loan contract, and then we add 30 USDT to our Aave the same way we added our 30 USDT here, but this time we are going to add the 30 USDC that we borrowed from the flash loan. And after we've added the 30 USD to Aave, we will be eligible to borrow other cryptocurrencies. So now we can borrow the cryptocurrencies that we expect that the price is going to drop, like Bitcoin, like ETH, like any cryptocurrency, based on your market index analysis. So in that case, let's assume we are going to borrow ETH. So we are going to borrow 60% of the amount that we deposited, which is $18 worth of ETH. Remember, we are just borrowing 60% of the LTV so that we don't exit, or we don't borrow all the 75% of the LTV, so that our liquidation threshold will not be high if the market move against us suddenly. So now once we borrow $18 worth of ETH, which is the 60% of the 30 USDC we deposited into our Aave as collateral, we now have $18 worth of ETH. So we are going to swap that ETH to USDC. So once we swap, we are going to gain 18 USDC. Remember, trading fees are not considered for this demonstration, but it's not a problem. It's just a fraction of the amounts that we are swapping right here. So once we swap our ETH to USDC, we are now left with 18 USDC. So what we are going to do is that we are going to add 12 USDC to the swap 18 USDC to make it 30 USDC that we borrowed from the flash loan provider contract. And then we are going to add 0.015 to the 30 USDC to make it 30.015, which is the 0.05% flash loan fee. So we are now we borrowed 30 USDC and we are going to pay 30.015 USDC as the fee of the flash loan that we borrowed. Remember, when we borrowed the flash loan, we added it to Aave. So we now have 30 USDT sitting as our collateral in Aave, but we borrowed 18 USD worth of ETH. So we are now owing, we now have a debt of $18 worth of ETH in Aave. We then swap it to USDC and then we add our own funds to pay back the loan with fee. And the flash loan is completed in this scenario. So what happened next is that we are betting that the price of ETH will do what? Will fall. So if the price fall by 10%, your ETH now worth 16.2 USD. Remember, at first the worth of our ETH when we borrowed from Aave was $18 worth of ETH, but currently now it is now going to worth 16.2 USDC. So what happens when the price of ETH drops and our debts now worth 16.2 USDC in Aave? So what we are going to do is that since our ETH is now worth 16.2 USDC, we want to refund our debts to Aave and then withdraw our collateral with profits. So the difference is going to be the profit. So now what happens is that we take a flash loan, we buy back ETH. Once we repay our debts and then take out our collateral, we are going to pay back Aave $16.2 worth of ETH and withdraw our collateral, which is 30 USDC. So once we withdraw our collateral, we are going to repay the flash loan and the fee. All is going to happen in one transaction. And from the summary, you can see that we sold our ETH at $18 right here. We bought it back at $16.2, and then our gross profit is $1.8, which is the percentage drop. So now we automatically made these profits and then we use flash loan to supercharge or to leverage on it. Now the long position works this way. If you think that an asset is going to go up, like cryptocurrency assets in the case of your market index, what you are going to do is that you are going to flash loan USDC, for example 30 USDC. Remember, we have always been depositing 30 USDC for the demonstration of this video. So we will flash loan 30 USDC and swap that USDC to ETH and then add it to Aave. So once we add the ETH collateral to Aave, we now have $30 worth of ETH sitting in our Aave as collateral, and we are earning APY, but we are not talking about the APY. We're talking about our leverage trading in this video right away. While you hold your collateral, you are still earning your APY as well. So now what happened next is that we are going to turn up to borrow 18 USDC, which is the 60% LTV, which is the loan to value. Now, once we borrow the 18 USDC, what we are going to do is that we are going to add 12 USDC to the 18 USDC to make it 30 USDC, which is the amount we borrowed from the flash loan provider. And we add our own funds as well, 0.015, which is the 0.05% of the flash loan fee to the flash loan amount, which is 30. Then we repay back our loan, which we are going to repay 30.015 to the flash loan contract. and the flash loan is completed. Now we wait for our ETH price to go up. If it goes up, for example, by 10%, our ETH that is sitting in our collateral is now worth $33, from $30 to $33. So you can see that when you are longing, when you go long, you actually make more profit than when you are shorting, because the amount you are trading, which is the amount that you've added to Aave as collateral, is the total amount you have. But when you are borrowing, you are not allowed to borrow the amount you've added. That's why shorting, you make less profit, and when you are longing, when you go long, you make more profit. So that's in this case. And also you have to take a flash loan, repay Aave 18 USDT debts that we borrowed from here, withdraw our collateral. Now our collateral that we deposited 30 USDT worth of ETH now worth $33 worth of ETH. So now we swap ETH collateral to USDC. We repay our USDC flash loan plus the fee, and then initial USDT value that we borrowed from our flash loan and swap to ETH was 30 USD. And then after the 10% increase in the price of ETH, we now gain 33 USDC. So the net profit down here is 3 USDC. So now what are the risks involved in trading this? Well, the price of cryptocurrency like Ethereum in this case can drop if you are going long, and it can get to your liquidation threshold, and then Aave will sell off your position, in which you are going to lose part of your collateral in the pool. But the good news is that the algorithms that we are using actually knows when to sell if the market revises based on this market index. And if you go to the services down here, it explains how it works and how it sells. So just click on the link in the description, agoclient.com, and then you can read the documentation right here to see how it works. You can create a smart contract as well as a script that does this, and this is a money printer machine if you know how to use the market index in your favor. So that's exactly what agoclient.com, the flash loan yield farming bot, does. And if you order it, it is available as a service. We can develop this such profitable trading bot that uses flash loan to supercharge your buying and selling of different cryptocurrencies for you. So just click on it and then read the documentation on how it works, and then you can click talk to delivery and contact support via email or Discord or WhatsApp or Telegram or anywhere you feel like contacting, and then we will schedule a technical deep dive on how we can develop this for you. This is exactly how you can use flash loan to do DeFi yield farming using Aave in this regard. So if you like this type of video, do well to click on the subscribe button, like this video by clicking on the like button, and put it in the comment section, I am interested, and then go to agoclient.com, click on the services tab. Once you click on the services tab, you can then navigate to this flash loan yield farming bot and then talk to delivery to order your flash loan trading bot. If you are not from a technical background like me who can develop this, you can order from people like us who can develop these algorithms for you. Absolutely, it is my pleasure to show you how this works and how you can implement this by yourself. So go ahead, kickstart your environments and write your code. Until then, if you have any issue while writing your code, you can do well to come to the contact page of agoclient.com, join our official Discord by clicking on this link, and I'm going to be available on the Discord channel to answer all your questions about your development under the DIY channel. So do well to do so. If you are not from a technical background, you can order the service right here. Until then, I will see you in the next video.